Go Green Hawaii is sponsored by the Hawaiian Electric Company. We are all familiar with the high five recycling in Hawaii. Besides the nickel return, why is it good to turn in that empty soda can?
Well, aluminum's really a good example for why we should do something. You know, aluminum comes from, it's called bauxite ore, and 2% of the Earth's crust is bauxite ore. So you would think it'd be really, really plentiful. But it's only found in certain areas of the world. You know, the thing about aluminum is it never loses its ability to be recycled. So you can take aluminum and recycle it 1,000 times and it's still going to be aluminum. Well, I think, you know, the main thing about aluminum is the fact that it has its own innate value because it is so expensive to make using the process that I talked about earlier with using electricity to make it, that it has a high value, intrinsic value of itself. And therefore, you know, it's worthwhile for people to go and find the product and turn it into a recycling company because they're going to get paid good money for it.
Okay, we're here with Karen Shimoto from Island Recycling. And Karen, you're going to talk to us a little bit about aluminum.
Yes. You all know that you can bring in aluminum cans for redemption and for recycling, but did you know that you can also bring in a lot of other things like auto rims, which we do pay for. This is used for like the cracks on your sliding door, your shower door. It's very durable. And with this is one of the materials that we get more money for because it's a heavy duty aluminum, not lightweight.
And that's just from, you know, when somebody remodels their house or...
The contractors bring it to us, the public brings it to us, and then we leave it here.
So if you're doing some remodeling at your house,
yeah,
and you take apart, you know, you put in a new door, you can actually bring it.
Right, you can bring it for redemption value.
And they do that, and you do it by weight, or how do you?
We do it by weight. Sometimes some people just bring a handful in, we put it on a scale, and we can weigh, you know, 1 or 2 pounds or something, and we pay them for it.
Oh, wow.
93% of the energy that powers the islands comes from far beyond our shores. We must reduce our dependency on imported oil. But how? The power of our winds, the ocean, and the sun can be harnessed. Our fields can grow crops to fuel power plants. Working together, we can triple the amount of power we produce from clean, local, renewable sources. But to make it happen, we all must do our part. The commitment begins now.
A plastic bottle seems to weigh very little, but America recycles over 1.5 billion pounds of plastic bottles every year.
You can use that product. It doesn't have, you're saving the oil that it was originally made from. And so in my mind, you know, if we have these abilities to recycle a product, and if we use it for recycling and we save the oil that we originally was made from, why not do that? Why not save our Earth's resources? It makes no sense for me not to. So if it goes to a landfill, it's buried, and you can figure it's about 1,000 years for it to change from being plastic to going back and becoming like soil, for instance. It can go to H-Power and be burned. And if it's done that, it has a very high BTU ratio. It can be used to create electricity. You know, one of the things that you have to think about in terms of plastic is that plastic comes in all different shapes, sizes, and varieties.
There are 7 different types of plastics, and each has a number stamped on it. The next time you pick up your laundry bottle or plastic bag you get from the grocery, look for that number. All plastic can be recycled. That laundry bottle can be recycled into a park bench or a dock and will never rot. Plastic bags can be turned into new plastic bags. So the bag you use one day, you can use it sometime in the future, and the circle continues.
But if you take the plastic bottles and we bale it, we send it to a company that reuses it into a new product. It can be made into, like, for example, of all things, men's polyester suits.
Without imported oil, how will we power Hawaii's future? One answer lies in our rich agricultural heritage. Where sugarcane and pineapple once grew, our fields can be green again, with energy crops to fuel vehicles and to generate electricity for island homes and businesses. Let's make the switch to biofuels. Working together, we can create a clean, local, renewable energy economy for generations to come.